Okay, there's a couple ways to do this. Simplest way is to just breathe on the lens. And it's pretty effective, honestly. The only drawback is that you can't dial in your results. You just have to snap the photo and hope for the best. Yeah, so sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't work. Here I set up a simple test with a flashlight. I really like the halo effect that this method gives. It also gives a higher quality haze than if you were to do it in post, which I'll talk about in a second. Another thing to remember is that it helps if your subject is brighter than the background. Otherwise, the colors will tend to just blend together, and the haze looks a little bit less natural, in my opinion. It depends on what you like, I guess. Yeah, so this has looked great through my fancy camera, but I've been taking all my photos on my phone lately. And when you try to fog the iPhone camera, sometimes it just doesn't work. So what I like to do is just take the photos and then apply a bloom filter in post. You can do this in Procreate, but I'm sure there's a lot of other apps for this. Before I start with the bloom filter, I like to open up the curves tab and lower this right bound. And then you can go into the effects folder and then apply a bloom filter and just mess around with it until you get a result that you like. I like to do a couple passes of this. I don't always do it, but I do think it looks better sometimes. And so yeah, that's a couple ways to get that hazy look. It's really easy and I think it looks great. Sometimes when you apply the bloom filter in post, like I did in this one, you'll get these bands radiating outward from the brightest part of the photo. Sometimes that's cool and sometimes it's not. But yeah, up to you. Hope this was helpful.